We're eating at every character dinner at Walt Disney World.
In 7 days.
Hey there, Man Fam. After our breakfast video, you all asked for this. So here we are eating at every single character dinner across Walt Disney World.
There are 9 character dinners in total, and we are going to figure out which one is the best.
With science.
Over 7 days, we will be headed to 1900 Park Fair, Akershus, Artist Point, Chef Mickey's, Cinderella's Royal Table, Crystal Palace, Garden Grill, Hollywood and Vine, and the Tusker House to see which of those is the best character dinner. Now note, I did not include Be Our Guest restaurant, even though you may be graced with the presence of one Master of the Castle. However, Disney does not consider that character dining, so neither do we. Also note that some of these restaurants are open for lunch and dinner, some just dinner. But if they're available for both, it is the same price and same menu for both meals, and we'll make sure to note which ones those are.
We are going to be using 3 distinct categories to rate these restaurants. It starts, of course, as it is character dining, with characters. Now, when you think about characters, we're going to think about who's there. How many characters are present? Are they wearing any particular outfits? And what is the rarity of those characters? Can you find them in places currently in the parks or resorts? Now, our baseline measure, so a 5 out of 10, because we are rating all these points out of 10, a 5 out of 10 would be 4 classic characters in their standard outfits. Also note, characters are always subject to change without notice.
Category number 2, food. How good is the food? What style is the food? Is it a buffet, family style, or a la carte? How good is the variety of food offered? All of these factors will go into the food score, and note, we're rating the food against itself, not all food. Plus, I'm doing a bonus side quest to find the best mac and cheese.
Ooh. And last, but certainly not least, vibes. This is a catch-all for everything else that's included. This might be how crowded is the restaurant? How big or small is the venue? Where is the venue located? In a park, in a resort, or is it in somewhere particularly cool? As well as the price of the meal and how hard it is to book.
Each of these categories will be out of 10, meaning a perfect score would be 30 points. And we are going to be doing our best to remain objective throughout this and removing any nostalgia or personal bias.
Looking at Molly for Crystal Palace.
Just love that 100-acre wood gang.
But with that, we've got a lot to eat.
So let's get going. As a fun bonus activity, I've picked up this pair of pink ears, and you may notice it doesn't have any sequins or glitter on this part. It's a flat surface. You can get these personalized at the same places that you can get like ornaments personalized, or if you've got the right markers, the characters can sign them. So I've picked up some paint markers, and each time we meet a unique character, I'm gonna have them sign these ears on the front and back, and so by the time this video is over, I'll have a very cool, unique pair of ears that no one else has.
Up first, we are at Epcot to go to the Chippendale Harvest Feast at the Garden Grill. The cost of this meal here for both lunch and dinner is $62 for adults and $42 for children aged 3 to 9. At this lunch or dinner, you can typically expect to meet characters like Chip and Dale, Mickey, and Pluto. And as an added bonus, they have some very fun themed outfits for the Garden Grill, looking like farmers and ranchers. And that's because the Garden Grill is within the Land Pavilion, and the Garden Grill itself rotates where you can have a nice overlook into the Living with the Land attraction, which, I gotta be honest, that's my favorite part. High vibes for me here.
Hi, Chip, how are you? It's so good to see you. Have you been busy cooking? What did you make? All of the food for our lunch? Oh my good. Did Dale help? Yeah? Did Donald help? No. What's he doing? Yeah, you're not worried about it. Are you messing with him? That's why I like you guys. You're just like a little bit of chaos, and I appreciate that. Every one of these character meals, non-specialty beverages are included with the cost. So soda, water, tea, coffee, juice. However, if you'd like to add on an additional beverage, there are some available here at the Garden Grill. We've got some wines, beers, and specialty beverages, including non-alcoholic choices. Alan already mentioned that the coolest thing about this restaurant is that it slowly rotates, not in any way that's going to make you nauseous, but it allows you to look down into the Living with the Land attraction, which is very cool and very unique. Make sure when you go past the farmhouse scene that you look closely into that upstairs bedroom window, because that is designed to look like Walt Disney's childhood bedroom when he lived on the family farm in Marceline, Missouri, and the only way to look in there is by dining at Garden Grill.
Hello,
Dale.
Dale.
How are you? Can I give you a hug? It's so good to see you. You like my ears? Thank you. Have you been busy? Kind of. Have you been cooking? No. Chip said he did the cooking. No.
We don't believe it.
We don't believe it. He's
All
all talk. What, have you guys been causing any chaos recently? A little bit. I like that about you. I like to cause a little chaos too. Just a little bit. Make that money. Yeah. You gotta do something. You gotta eat. You know, I get it. You gotta sleep. Been working. Have you been messing with Donald? A little bit. He's fun to mess with. I know. You gotta mess with him. Yeah.
Your meal is served family style and it comes out in waves. The first wave is appetizers. This consists of house-made cornbread with a side of honey butter and a house salad with a house dressing. I said house a lot in the last 15 seconds. Fun fact about that salad, though, the produce is actually harvested from the land pavilion. Hello, Mickey!
How are you, buddy? Now they're working. Mickey, have you been harvesting anything from the land? You have? You got the salad, boss? Wow, I appreciate it. Out there in the greenhouses. Woo!
It is hard work,
Hard,
isn't it, Cal?
isn't
But
it?
hey, we appreciate you.
And you did that, and you know that, and I appreciate it. Our main course has arrived. We've got backyard grilled steak with chimichurri sauce, green beans, house-made mashed potatoes, rotisserie roasted turkey with pan gravy, seasonal vegetables. Looks like we've got some broccoli, squash, and zucchini going on in there. And on the side, we've got Mickey Rooney and cheese because it's macaroni and cheese, but it's topped with the Mickey cheese crackers that are definitely not based on goldfish.
Hi, Pluto!
How are you? Look how cute you are. Can I see your collar? It's special. If found, please return to Mickey Mouse, of course. That's your guy. Yeah. Have you been helping with any of the cooking today? Oh, you did. That's amazing. You're very talented. Do you think we could get our dog to help with the cooking? Maybe. Maybe you could teach him how to cook and be more helpful. Yeah. Pluto, can you sign my ears?
Dessert's here, and it's strawberry shortcake. First you get the straw, then you add the berry. Strawberry shortcake. Everything but the washer is here. Okay, well Molly's doing the whole hoop-de-doo, hoop-de-hoop-de-hoop-de-doo. All right, well that was dining at the Garden Grill.
As a pro tip, ask for a to-go drink. Again, all the non-specialty beverages are included, and they'll give you a to-go coffee or soda or whatever you are drinking. Just ask.
To touch blustery. Okay, well, let's talk about all of the things that are included there. Starting with, let's go food.
The food is, I think, above average. There are some highlights, but I think generally across the board, it's all pretty good for what it is. The vegetables are all fresh, which they should be. They're grown right there.
I think the sides are the standout. So the green beans, the veggies, the salad.
The mac and cheese gets a big thumbs up. That is really good mac and cheese. A good one to start out with, really cheesy, and I like the crackers on top, so the bar's been set high there.
The proteins were fine. I think the steak was better than the turkey. The turkey was a little bit on the dry side, and I'm not necessarily a brown gravy guy, and that didn't change my mind on that. The chimichurri, nice and light though.
And I enjoyed the dessert. It's not super unique. It kind of tastes store-bought, but I love strawberries, and it was a crowd-pleasing dessert. Overall, the food gets a 6.5. It's not going to be the best meal on the list, but they do a good job with what they serve, and it's generally above average.
Up next, characters. Now it is 4 characters, so it meets that standard number. However, it should be noted that this is the only dining location where you can meet Chip and Dale.
And they can be tricky to track down, those little chaos monsters, so I think that's really fun. Plus, Mickey and Pluto are in exclusive outfits that you can't see anywhere else, and Farmer Mickey is so cute, so characters get a 7.5.
And finally, vibes. Now I'm going to remove my bias that I have a lot of, that this is inside one of my favorite attractions, Living with the Land. Regardless of that though, it's cool that you are in a dining location that takes you through an attraction with an exclusive view into that farmhouse. That's just cool.
It is very cool to be inside a ride. Also, one of the coolest hidden Mickeys is in this restaurant. It's really hard to find. It's right there. That's his ear, eyes, nose, mouth.
I see him.
And you can't deny, eating in a ride is very cool. But not to mention, it's really easy to book. It is much less chaotic than a lot of the other character dining locations that have the classic characters. Each character came around twice to us and we had good long interactions. I didn't feel rushed. Plus, when it comes to character dining, I much prefer a family style at the table and not a buffet.
Oh yeah.
It just makes it so much easier. It's less chaotic, especially if you've got littles trying to balance getting your plates and meeting the characters. It's still all you can eat, so if you want more of anything on the table, they'll happily bring it to you. But that makes the vibe, it just makes for a much more relaxing dining experience. You're gonna hear us say that a lot in this video.
Vibes are high, puts it at an 8, which brings the total score for the Garden Grill to a 22.
Pretty good start.
Pretty good start. Up next, we're headed to Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa to have dinner at 1900 Park Fair, where the theme is wishes. And as such, the characters that you meet there will all have wishes tied into their stories. You're going to see characters like Tiana, Aladdin, Cinderella, and Mirabelle. The cost for this dinner, that's right, there is no lunch offered here, is $69 per adult and $44 for children. This is a buffet style meal, and I'm wishing to be seated soon.
I'm particularly excited about this one because I love the paintings inside, but also Big Bertha, which is an organ from the turn of the 20th century, and it's been at the Grand Floridian since 1988. Also, make sure when you're leaving, especially if you park a stroller, go look at the portrait because there just may be a little magical appearance that could bring a tear to your eye. What are you wishing for?
The iconic Buzz Lightyear card from Disney Lorcana. He's been eluding me. We're over 500 packs in. Molly, what are you wishing for?
I'm wishing that Disney Plus will reboot The Muppet Show because they gave us that one Sabrina Carpenter episode and it was perfection, but I need a full season.
Take hold of your wishing star.
Got it.
And remember, don't worry if you have everything yet. All you gotta do is take a wish. It can be as simple as a finger or your heart's greatest desire.
Greatest desire.
Here we go. Hold your wish high in the air. That's it. Wish will one help out if you need it.
Oh, a boo! I get a boo. That was a good joke. That was really good, Aladdin.
He's in the kitchen right now. You guys know that?
Did he cook?
No. We don't allow Boo to cook anymore.
Okay.
Always find monkey hair in our food. We can't have that. But he's gonna eat all your leftovers.
Oh, okay. Does he like anything?
Well, he likes what is it called? The strawberry soup.
Okay.
Yeah, I caught him swimming in it the other day.
Oh,
it's a health hazard. We kick them out after that, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I
We'll,
always threw that one on my carpet right there.
we'll make sure to get some and leave a little extra just to make sure Abu gets some.
You're very generous.
Yeah, thank you.
Abu never shares with me, so I want to.
Aladdin, have you seen Genie recently?
Well, he's actually on vacation right now. He always likes laying out by the beach, but we always have to tell him to apply some sort of sunblock, otherwise he turns purple.
Oh,
And
sure.
it's not, people won't recognize him then.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
so phenomenal cosmic powers.
Yeah.
It's not the living space,
Yeah. Does he give you any more wishes, like just out of the goodness of his heart and your friendship, or?
He always does like to transform Abu sometimes when he misbehaves, but
Yeah.
I don't really need any more wishes with Jasmine, right?
Yeah, your wish came true.
Exactly.
That's nice. That's nice. As always, non-specialty, non-alcoholic beverages are included, but there is an expansive specialty cocktail, wine, and beer list should you choose to add anything. Also, some non-alcoholic specialties like coffees. Taking a look at the buffet, I love that the children's buffet starts with gummy bears and Rice Krispie treats in case they're not getting enough sugar at Walt Disney World. There's also pizza, chicken nuggets, plain pasta, meatballs, corn, other kid favorites. Move into quite a hearty bread selection, along with a salad bar and some prepared salads, like a loaded potato salad or a broccoli slaw. There's also some peel and eat shrimp and cheese and crackers. Next up, a carving station with both prime rib and a pork loin. Moving along, we've got a few more proteins like a tikka masala chicken, as well as some sides like macaroni and cheese and a variety of vegetables. Highlighted on the buffet is Tiana's gumbo, which you can pair with rice or cornbread. And then, of course, a whole plethora of desserts, most notably a warm chocolate lava cake with a vanilla sauce and the famous strawberry soup.
Blue Skies
Thank you. Look, you're on my shirt.
that me?
That's you.
Oh, I need a shirt with your face on it next
Yeah.
time.
Oh my God, I would be
Okay.
honored. Okay, Princess Town, I have a very important question.
Okay.
I know you're probably so happy to be a human
I am.
and cook in your kitchen and dance with
Do you
the
like to cook
bean.
too?
No, I'm very bad at it. But I love to eat.
Ooh, okay, what's your favorite food?
Your beignets.
Okay.
I do love a beignet.
Next
Oh my
time.
God, I love a beignet.
Okay, I know you said you don't like to cook, but do you
Yeah.
like to bathe?
No, I'm
No.
not very good at it,
Who
Princess
does all the
Tiana.
cooking?
That's me.
Okay, what's your specialty?
Oh, my specialty? Okay, well, I make a mean barbecue.
A mean
Yeah.
barbecue.
Uh-huh.
Okay, do you do sweet treats too?
Absolutely.
Okay, what's your go-to sweet treat?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
all set.
I'm
then.
all set.
Oh, I love that for
Yeah,
you.
but okay, my question is there any part of you that liked being a frog a little bit? Like, is there anything you miss about being a frog that's better than a human?
Yeah, I did like the hopping.
Yeah.
That was sweet chicken. I just didn't like the mucus.
Yeah,
Do you think you'd want to be a frog?
I do not.
Okay, so if y'all could pick and be any animal,
Yeah.
what animal would you want to be?
I would-
Lion.
A
Oh,
shark.
you said that quick. A shark.
Yeah.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that. Less mucusy for sure.
Yeah, less you can see, but I could still be so fast.
You can be so fast
Yeah.
in the water.
Yes.
No, I think that's sweet chicken.
I can hang out with Lewis if he ever wanted to come hang out. Yeah.
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
him you said hello.
I would. Hola, Maribel.
Whoa! That almost looks like my butterfly.
I know.
That is so fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the coolest headband. It's
Yep.
a headband. Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Yeah.
Headband, yep.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a very cool one.
Thank you. I like your skirt.
Oh my
Did
god.
you make that?
I did.
Oh.
You know what? I embroidered everything that's embroidered. It's for somebody in my family. I really love my family. So this is actually my cousin Antonio Animas. This is his jaguar. His name is Farce. This is his toucan. He's just a toucan, but we really love him. And then, ooh, do you like my purple hair?
I
I really
love
like my
it.
purple
Yes.
hair, even though it's black.
Yeah.
Look, I have this chameleon.
There you go. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Well, there we go. It's for my cousin Camilo.
Yeah.
There's so many.
There's so many.
And
You have a
then-
donkey?
I don't.
You
have
should add a donkey.
I should add a donkey.
Yeah.
You're so right.
Oh, look.
I have Chispy.
Chispy?
Yes, that's
his
his name.
Oh, the
That's
capybara.
so
Oh
cute.
my god.
You know, in Colombia, capybaras are called chihuiros. Isn't that so cute?
That's cute.
That is very cute. I also have buñuelos. Have you tried buñuelos?
No.
Oh, look at them.
Have I tried buñuelo? It's a treat. Like
It's not a treat.
What is it made of?
So we mostly eat it on Christmas, but we really should eat it
Yeah. Yeah.
year round.
Yeah, why
It's
limit ourselves?
fantastic.
Why limit ourselves?
I agree.
Right?
It's basically a cheese ball, but it's not full of cheese.
Oh.
I don't really know how to explain it, but if you find them, try
I will find them, and I would love to try your mom's arepas.
Ooh.
They're magical, I know, but
Well, everything she does is magical. It's
yeah.
phenomenal.
I mostly just like cheese and yeah.
You know, we actually also sometimes eat arepas with cheese with hot chocolate and put the cheese inside the hot chocolate.
Wow.
You should try it.
I will try it.
You should really try it.
How are you doing? Amazing. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Cinderella, look. Well, first of all, I think you're on my shirt. Oh, you're right there.
Oh, I love it. And just like
Yeah, Lucifer doesn't look very happy.
oh my. Well, you know, he's always trying to chase those mice around.
Is he ever happy?
Oh, I usually like to leave him as stepmothers while
Yeah.
I play with my mice friends.
Yeah, look, I have a keychain of those guys.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's just about his song
Yeah,
too.
I know you probably don't have a favorite of all your friends, but I do, and it's this
Oh,
one
I
because
have to tell.
Gus and I both have an affinity for cheese.
He does love to eat cheese.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we've been playing the game of hide and seek together in
Hide
the
and
castle.
seek?
But I always know where he's hiding, because he's in the pantry eating all of our cheese.
That would be me. He's like, yeah, I'm hiding right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. And you'll like join us.
Oh, okay. You'll find us both in the pantry then. It'll be a short game.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
I'm so full, but that was lovely.
It was lovely. I really do enjoy 1900 Park Fair, both for breakfast and for this meal. It's just so fun. Now let's start with the food for this one.
I particularly like that the buffet is a good mix of classic food that everyone of all ages is going to enjoy, but there's also some stuff I didn't expect, like tostones or tikka masala, some more exciting dishes for the more foodie amongst your group. So it's a good spread.
Absolutely. I mean, the tikka was my favorite item on the buffet. So that's one of the highlights for me. Low light, though, was the lemon blueberry cheesecake on the dessert tray. Didn't get any lemon and only the faintest whisper of blueberry. What about you?
My high, I liked the prepared salads. That loaded baked potato salad was awesome, and the broccoli slaw reminded me of the one at Sweet Tomatoes. I also really liked the mac and cheese. That gets a smile, but an even bigger smile was the creamy lemon pasta that had some vegetables. That was like a zhuzhed up mac and cheese. That was delicious. My low off the buffet would be the pork loin from the carving station. It was just a little on the drier side. And I also thought I had a pretty good dessert selection. What was your favorite?
Oh, strawberry soup, always. You?
I think most people would go for the warm chocolate lava cake because it was very rich and delicious. But as a simple desserts girly, Rice Krispie treat right off the kids' bar. It was so good. You could tell it's house made. It's delicious.
I think all that told brings the score to an 8 for food for this buffet.
Very good buffet.
Incredibly good buffet. Now let's talk about the characters. For Princess Tiana, she's got a very unique outfit on you're not going to find anywhere else.
Except on the ride, and then you have to get wet. So think about that.
Yeah, not great. For the other characters, your other wish makers, typically have very long lines to meet them.
Aladdin always has a long line in Adventureland, and Mirabelle is in Fantasyland, very long line. Cinderella, you can see in Fantasyland, also very long line. So you're getting 4 really good characters. Not impossible to meet outside of this, but difficult for sure. So because of that, it's getting a 9.5, just a little bit under Artist Point because you can't meet those characters anywhere else typically, but still, if you care about any of these characters, this is a very good meet and greet.
Now last but certainly not least, vibes.
High.
High. Vibes are high here, and I think like this feels like one of the most, at least in my opinion, underrated spots because we were here at peak dinner time and there were many empty tables, characters you're able to see multiple times as they walk around. And plus, I mean, it's just inside the beautiful Grand Floridian. I think the vibes are very high here.
I also really like the wish ceremony. I love hearing Jiminy Cricket. It kind of makes me teary, and just the whole experience is really nice and doesn't feel as chaotic as some of the other more popular character dining. It's also very easy to book, walkable from Magic Kingdom, so the vibe's quite high at an 8. Which brings the total for 1900 Park Fare to 25.5, which is pretty good.
Very good.
Next up, we are in the Magic Kingdom to visit the Crystal Palace, a buffet with character. Well, this is your 100-acre woods friends. I'm talking Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too, plus Piglet and Eeyore are usually who you can find here. Which is very exciting because with the exception of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, you usually don't ever get to see Piglet and Eeyore. This one is open for both lunch and dinner. Again, same menu at both. And it is $64 for adults, $44 for kids. As I said in the breakfast video, this is one of my favorites because I love the Winnie the Pooh characters. They were some of my favorites growing up. I've got a lot of nostalgia for this restaurant, but I'm gonna try my best to stay objective so we can give it a fair rating. Little fun factoid about the Crystal Palace, the building itself, I can't resist this one even though I know I've said it before, is that this sits kind of right in between Adventureland and Main Street USA, and so to keep it with the theming, the building is divided into 2 designs. However, on the Main Street side, you're gonna have those ornate Victorian light fixtures, and over on the Adventureland side, you're not only gonna see the landscape has changed as you work your way into the jungles, but now you've got these green awnings to protect you from that harsh tropical sun.
As always, non-specialty beverages are included, but if you'd like to purchase anything else like an adult beverage or a specialty beverage, you can do so.
Hi, Tigger! How are you? Oh, look, yes, you're on my map. You're the best one. Yeah. Don't tell the others, but you're my favorite. Look, I even have you right here. Tiny Tigger. I know, he's like a little baby Tigger. How have you been? Have you been bouncing a lot? Eating a lot? What should I eat? Soup. Perfect. It's 1,000,000 degrees out. Soup sounds amazing.
Now, as far as what is on the buffet, you have a pretty good variety. Starting with the kids' items, you've got mac and cheese, a quesadilla, which is fun to see, pizza, stuff like that. You have a bread section where you can either get a pretzel roll or a Parker House yeast roll, followed by one of my favorite items, a salad bar, which is a reminder that I'm in my 30s. Also notably, at the end of the salad bar, cold shrimp, should you like some. There's a little cold bar there for you. You can pick up fried chicken or grilled chicken if you desire. Chicken in 2 forms. They also have a carved meat station, should you either like to pick up pork or beef. As far as your side goes, you've got things ranging from mashed potatoes, collard greens, mac and cheese. There's also a smattering of vegetable options like broccoli and rice. Grits, cooked shrimp to put on top of your grits. You've also got a selection of pastas, fish, gumbo, should you so desire. And that's all before we get to desserts, of which there are many. You have cookies, cupcakes, some pies on selection, but I think the biggest draw is the self-serve ice cream. Hi, Piglet.
Hello, Piglet. How are you? Do you see that you're on my hat? Oh, I'm doing well, thank you. You're on my hat. Yeah, you are so adorable. Yeah. Look, Piglet, also, you match my nails. Pink is my favorite color. Is it your favorite color? Is it because you are pink? Yeah, that's pretty lucky that you're your favorite color. Yeah, I know that, Piglet. Just sometimes people think you're a girl because you're pink, but you're not. You're a boy. And that's cool because pink is for everyone, right? I think so. so good to see you. Are you having a good day? I can tell. Do you see that you're on my hat? Yeah? Yeah? Have you been going on lots of adventures with Winnie the Pooh? Have you lost your tail? No, you haven't? I like that you put a pink bow on there. It's nice to accessorize. Yeah, you're a smart one. Thank you for having us. Yeah, it's on Friendship Day. Amazing. No, I love this. Oh yeah, that's you. You're so cute. Yeah, you know that though, right? Yeah. I like your flower that looks like you. That's amazing. And you're eating honey. Is there any honey on the buffet for you? There is? Did you get some? Okay, I was gonna go get you some if you needed it. It's all in there. I like that you have a crop top on, Phil. You're a fashion icon. Yeah, you know that though, I think. Yeah.
Well, that was delightful.
10s across the board. I'm just kidding. That's my nostalgia and my Tigger-loving brain.
That's fair. I will say, I really, more so than I anticipated, enjoyed this experience.
I agree. Let's start with the food. Better than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I have rose-colored glasses and recency bias because the dessert was standout.
Oh yeah. Okay, but before dessert, high and low off the main part of the buffet.
I don't know, I was in a very carby mood. I really like their yeast rolls. And also, I have to say, the chicken, while it wasn't the best of the fried chicken I've ever had, it was, above average. The low, those glazed carrots were not it for me. What about you?
The low was definitely the shrimp for me. It was a little too fishy tasting. The grits were pretty good, I thought.
They were
For a buffet.
They were perfectly fine.
But the shrimp was not it for me. Highlights, I love a salad bar, which is lame, but it gives
I'm right there with
gives
you.
Pizza Hut or Sweet Tomatoes vibes. You didn't go to Pizza Hut buffet as a kid?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I miss
That
the
and like a
sunflower
Cece's
seeds.
buffet too. Both those.
Well, yeah, we were a Pizza Hut buffet family. Get the sunflower seeds on there. It was nice. I also kind of surprised. I don't always love like a carved strip loin like that, but it was actually pretty good, and I really liked the horseradish cream sauce. Also, pleased to say, happy face on the mac and cheese. It was a very creamy, cheesy, very good mac and cheese.
Glad to hear it.
But the real highlight of the meal.
That chocolate mint pie.
That was nuts.
Oh my gosh. Now listen, you need to be a mint fan because
Yeah.
boy was she minty. But it
was like an Andes mint and a thin mint cookie had a beautiful pie baby. It was so good. Also, I loved the big skillet brownie. I got
Right.
all edges. It was like a box brownie compliment with some M&Ms and soft serve.
Yes.
Food shockingly was much better than I thought. Now, best food you're ever gonna have? No. So what are we giving the food?
6.
Yeah. Definitely better on the buffet side, but buffets always you get that risk of like
Right.
some things aren't as fresh or been you run a gamble on the buffet
As
more
with
than the other meals.
Every buffet sort of experiences the same gamble. Now, the characters.
10. Just kidding.
It's
That's
a little
my
bit,
bias.
so there's 4 characters.
Standard, but they're 4 like unusual characters.
Hard to meet characters, and when you do want to meet them, long lines.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh and Tigger are here in Fantasyland. They always have a very long line. Winnie the Pooh you can find in the UK over at Epcot as well. But again, like I said, Eeyore and Piglet, the only time is at the Halloween or Christmas parties, and they get like multi-hour long lines. So I think characters here, if you're a Winnie the Pooh fan, this is like almost a must-do if you want to meet those characters.
I think it's a 9. The only thing pushing it over the top would be like somehow if you had Rabbit here.
Oh my God, what if Rabbit was here?
It'd be incredible.
That would be, I don't know if I've ever met Rabbit.
I think we have once.
Huh. I'm gonna noodle on that for a while. Once when I was in guest relations, I got to meet Christopher Robin.
Oh, that's cool.
That was crazy.
That's cool. Now, vibes.
I think the vibes are pretty good in there. Again, pro tip, go off-peak mealtime.
Yes.
We went for a late lunch, and it's pretty quiet in the restaurant. Not too many people going on. We had a couple characters come by more than once because there weren't a ton of tables full near us. Plus, sitting on Main Street, so beautiful to look at the windows. We could even watch the parade, which was cool.
I think that's a 6.5 for me for this one. And that's higher than I anticipated it being. And really, the big tip that we're getting and coming away with for like dinner time, off-peak meal times.
Off-peak mealtime, late lunch, early dinner, or late dinner seem to be the way to go. That gives Crystal Palace in total 21.5. Pretty good. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. TTFN. Hooray for Hollywood. We are headed to our next destination, Hollywood and Vine, for Minnie's seasonal dining here in Disney's Hollywood Studios. Here you can expect to see your classic friends, the dogs and the mice, Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, and Goofy. And what's fun and makes this one unique is their outfits change depending on the time of year. Beginning of the year is the Silver Screen Dine, celebrating the golden age of Hollywood. Then you've got the Springtime Dine, the Summertime Dine, the Halloween Dine, and the Holiday Dine. I find this particularly fun because outside of the Halloween and Christmas parties, you're probably not going to see the characters in seasonal looks for Halloween and Christmas without that extra party ticket. This one is open for both lunch and dinner, and it's $64 for adults, $44 for kids. And this is my first time doing the Summertime Dine, so I'm eager to see what the characters are wearing. And with that, on with the show.
The sign says a creative array of salads, so eager to see what that means.
Question for you. What's your favorite thing to do in the summer? Oh, go surfing. Wow, do you have a surfing name tag? Look at that. Oh, who gets you so many accessories?
Oh, Mickey and Minnie.
Mickey and Minnie. That makes sense. They also have good accessories, huh? I hope you get to go surfing soon. Are you good at it? I bet. Sluto, I thought you might just doggy paddle.
As always, non-specialty beverages are included, but there is a selection of cocktails and some non-alcoholic specialty drinks available for purchase. Taking a look at the buffet, you have a selection of rolls and focaccia bread. They have an assortment of salads, and I would say this is a creative selection. Not only do you have a build-your-own salad option, you've got the classic Caesar, a bean salad, and a strawberry salad as well. Plus, macaroni salads. Even starches are included. You also have a cold bar that has shrimp as well as some fruits and vegetables. You also have a smattering of starches, and that includes fried rice with pork and a risotto plus some mashed potatoes. You also have a selection of a couple of different soups. There are some meats available at the carving stations, both pork and steak. If that's not of interest to you, you can pick up some chicken, both fried and grilled. There's also some grilled fish. Plus, if you are a vegetable lover, look no further because you've got a whole host of them to pick up. And these include green beans, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. And for the littles in your party, you can find things like chicken, rice pasta in a plain sauce, tater tots, and pizza. For dessert, you have items like chocolate chip cookies, cupcakes, cheesecakes, a chocolate tart peach cobbler, tres leche cake, and, I think most importantly, soft serve ice cream. Plus, for the young folks or the young at heart, you can put chocolate or caramel syrup on top, plus sprinkles, which, as we all know, is just whimsy you can eat. Hi, Mickey!
Hi, Mickey! How are you? I love your summertime fit. Look at that. Mickey, what's your favorite thing to do in the summertime? Swimming? Oh, surfing! You know, Pluto just said that's his favorite thing too, so you must go together. Yeah, and he said that you gave him that collar. Yeah, that was you? That was so nice. Who gave you that? You got that for you. Absolutely. You picked that out? You made that?
Just it yourself.
Very impressed, Mickey. You're very talented. Where do you find the time? You have so much to do all the time, but you're magic, so I guess you get it all done. Oh, thank you. I like your dress. Oh my gosh, she's a queen. The whole fit is amazing. I like the little heart. I like the heart in the back. Yeah, that's very nice. Now, what's your favorite thing to do in the summertime? Be out in the sun. Oh, a little sunbathing. That's more my speed. Pluto and Mickey said they wanted to go surfing, but I would rather just lay on the beach. Yeah, we'll be doing that. Talk to me about these shorts. Okay. Look at those.
I do love the painting work. Did you do that? That's all
did
you?
That?
Sort of more or less.
There's a flower. You're very talented, Goofy. Goofy, what's your favorite thing to do in the summertime? Surfing. I'm gonna be with Minnie laying on the beach. We're gonna suntan while you go surfing with Mickey.
Oh, I'll go surfing. You know
Yeah.
I will. You know I will. Buddy, I got you.
Do you think you'll see a shark?
I hope not.
I like sharks.
I know. Same, buddy. Same.
I'll go snorkeling. And I'll look for them. Yeah. No sharks are
No,
good.
not for me. Not for me.
Me? Yes. You? Yeah, you tell them to come to me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna be surfing and say we've got a
You tell them
friend.
to come to me, and they'll know I'm their friend. Yeah, they'll know I mean them no harm, and you can go surfing and you can get on out of there. Perfect, Goofy.
This is the
it's
way.
a good plan.
All right, so that was our time at Hollywood and Vine.
I am a little more impressed than I thought I would be with the food. I think we should start there.
Please, let's. I was pleasantly surprised as you were. I think that is sort of like held true for both breakfast and now for dinner/lunch.
I really liked the wide selection, especially of all the different vegetables and things. But what was your high and low?
Highlight for me had to be, sounds so childish, but I did like the chicken
Yeah?
that was there. I also liked that they had such a nice selection of the salads.
Yeah,
It
it
really was a
creative-
creative selection.
Creative salads.
Low light for me, the cornbread was not good. Just very dry and flaky and somehow sweet. Now, what about you?
I thought the flank steak was very good with the chimichurri sauce. That's probably the best carved meat I've gotten at any of the buffets so far. I also really liked, like I said, a lot of those vegetables. I liked the crispy Brussels sprouts, the whipped mashed potatoes, the green beans. Thought that was pretty nice. My low, unfortunately, is from a macaroni and cheese. The kids' mac and cheese was not very flavorful, nor was it very creamy, so that's a sad mac. However, the adult macaroni and cheese that had the shrimp and the bacon in it, that gets a happy mac, and it would have even without the proteins. It was just a good mac and cheese with breadcrumbs on top, but actually better than either of those. The creamy, cheesy cauliflower
That was good.
awesome.
That was good.
Also, I liked on the dessert, the soft serve, I liked that they had toppings because that made me feel like a little kid.
Yeah, that's nice. All told, brings the score for food to a 6.5. Now let's talk about characters.
What I think is cool about this is that the characters' outfits rotate, and they are wearing exclusive outfits here. And I think that's less exciting for summertime and springtime, and even a little bit for Silver Screen Dine. But where I think it's very cool is Halloween and Christmas.
Oh, absolutely. Not only that, but I think this is worth mentioning sort of in tandem is that your dining also changes with the characters' outfits, which is very, very cool. So that menu could shift a little bit. But I mean, the Halloween outfits are going to be exclusive to just this location.
Same with Christmas, with the exception of Goofy. It's Santa Goofy, but Santa Goofy's awesome and he gets really long lines. So I think, especially if you're here during the holidays, either fall or winter holiday season, and you like these characters, this is a fun option. I also think I just want to point out that this is a really good option if you're on the dining plan and you want to do the Fantasmic dining package, because that still only counts as one dining plan credit. You're going to get to meet characters in fun outfits and get reserved seating at Fantasmic.
Brings the character score to an 8.
And lastly, the vibes. I will say the vibes were higher when we came for breakfast because I liked the silver screen theme more and the music they were playing. But on the flip side, I think I'd like the Halloween music the most.
But we can only assign vibes to what we had here this time around. It was a little bit louder and certainly more crowded. 5.
I think the vibes are pretty neutral here. It's a buffet, it's crowded. I think they go up depending on the season, but pretty generic vibes. Not super decorated, you know.
All told, brings the total score to a 19.5 for Hollywood and Vine.
Greetings! We are back at Epcot and headed to Norway to attend the Princess Storybook Dining at Akershus Royal Banquet Hall. This meal is available for both lunch and dinner and is $62 for adults and $39 for kids aged 3 to 9. And note that while Akershus is only 1 credit on the Disney dining plan for breakfast, it is 2 credits per person for lunch and dinner. And as the name and the fact that we're headed towards a small castle might suggest, the characters you'll be dining with here, royalty. Typically, you will be joined by 5 different princesses, and in our experience recently, it's been Princesses Tiana, Belle, Aurora, Snow White, and Ariel. But of course, any royalty could appear, so you could also see Cinderella or Princess Jasmine or someone else as a surprise.
Wonderful. How are you both doing today?
Good. Do you visit Norway often?
Oh, well, just occasionally. I like to go to lots of new adventures.
Sure.
How about you all?
Oh, I've never been to Norway, but I've been to France, where you live.
Oh, have you tried the baguettes yet?
I have. I love bread.
They're my very favorite.
Yes. Belle, I was wondering if you could sign my ears.
I'd love to.
You can pick whatever color you want.
I can yellow.
I think that makes sense.
As always, non-specialty beverages are included, but if you would like to purchase an adult beverage or an upcharged mocktail, those are available for purchase. We started off with a massive spread of food. It starts here with a shrimp salad, dinner rolls, and underneath those dinner rolls you have lefse, which is a potato flatbread that we are meant to pair with the cinnamon butter that is tucked away behind those dinner rolls. You also have 3 varieties of cheese, 1 American cheddar, then you have Jarlsberg, and then a caramelized goat cheese, which is my personal favorite of the cheeses on offer. We have a mixed green salad because, of course, vegetables for health on the side. And this platter in the middle is stacked high with mac and cheese, very Norwegian, mashed potatoes with meatballs on top and some lingonberry jam. Imported salmon with a tomato bacon sauce on top. A myriad of vegetables tossed in a lemon sauce set atop a chicken thigh rounds it all out. And I'm ready to dig in. So is Molly.
Hello, Princess Aurora.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. So do you.
Oh, that's very kind.
Oh, I was hoping you would sign these. Now, I have both pink and blue.
Oh, honey, I never choose. I always let Flora and Merryweather decide. Which color would you prefer?
I think pink. Pink is my favorite color,
Well,
so
I will
yeah.
remember which dress I have on
Yeah,
today.
you do have your beautiful.
It is so hard to keep track of it sometimes.
Does Merryweather ever come by and just?
Oh, all the time, dear. Even this morning, I was barely even awake yet, and they had already started changing it. Oh,
Do they do that to other things in your house too?
Oh, they do it to everything.
Oh, thank you. I wore those just hoping I'd see you.
It's one of them.
Yes.
Mama already was helped out with that too.
Yeah, I saw her.
I figured it's
I
not.
went to the bayou.
I
I got a
figured.
little wet. Does that always happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why you need to buy you out for next time you go.
I know, yeah. I noticed you have a much more
Yes.
sensible bayou outfit.
Much
Yes.
more sensible.
Yes.
The nice hat works out nice too.
Oh, that's a good. It keeps the sun off her
yes,
face.
ma'am. A lot of blue skies and sunshine in the bayou.
Yes, of course. I was hoping, Princess Tiana, you would
Oh,
sign my ears.
absolutely.
You can
Pleasure
sign the
would be
front
mine.
or the back, wherever your heart
sure.
desires.
It's a beautiful pink. Lottie loved it.
Oh, yes, I do love Lottie, but I picked green for you for obvious
thank
reasons.
you.
Is that your favorite color?
It's kind of grown on me over time.
Yeah, I feel like it was maybe forced upon you a little bit, but
Literally
now,
grew on me.
yeah, but you look lovely in it, so
Thank you.
exactly. Oh, hello, Snow White. How are you?
Snow White, how do you do?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. I feel like your tiara you have
Oh,
on today.
thank you. It was inspired by one of your friends.
Very beautiful.
Yes.
Covered in diamonds,
Yes.
too.
Oh, do you think the dwarves helped find these?
Oh, of course they source all the diamonds for this kingdom, I think. Very hard workers, aren't they?
They are.
Who's busy in mind today, too?
Who's the best at finding the diamonds?
Well, Doc is in charge. He
Oh.
says what goes.
Yes,
And you know, Dopey's been looking for rainbow diamonds, but he hasn't found any quite yet.
I do love Dopey.
If he does find some diamonds, I'll still set them aside for you.
Oh, thank you. Snow White, you probably can't answer this, but do you have a favorite dwarf?
Oh, I couldn't
I
possibly
thought,
choose
yeah.
a favorite, could I?
No.
Also wonderful in their own way.
Yeah, even
You know,
Grumpy.
Grumpy plays the pipe organ.
He's very good at it.
Very good.
Yeah.
And Dopey plays percussion. Happy does the yodeling. Bashful has a beautiful singing voice too.
Have you ever heard it, or is he a little too shy?
Bashful?
Yeah.
No, he does like to sing.
Okay.
You have to join us for a silly song
I would
sometime.
love to join you for a silly song. Our dessert tower has arrived. We've got chocolate cake pops themed to Ariel, white chocolate mousse cookies themed to Belle, and a traditional Norwegian rice cream topped with strawberries. Oh, hello, Ariel.
Are you having fun on your leg?
I am. Are you?
Oh, I am. Still getting used to him a minute.
Yeah.
It's very different than having a tail.
Do you ever get your tail back and go to the ocean? Yeah.
Yeah, I get to go under the sea all the time to see my friends and family. I just have to ask my father to change
Yeah.
my legs back into a tail.
Are you worried about Ursula?
Oh, no, we don't have to worry about her.
She's gone now.
She doesn't like to visit the kingdom anymore.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Would you like me to add to your collection?
Could you sign them? I picked red for you because your hair is so beautiful.
I still use my dingle hopper every single
Yeah,
day.
is that what gives it such volume?
I think so.
That and
Scuttle has the best advice on how to use the dingle hopper.
He is very knowledgeable, that's for sure.
He is, and he's been practicing his singing today, so
Oh.
we'll have to keep an eye out for him around the kingdom.
An ear out, perhaps.
All right, well, that was dining at Akershus.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's start with the meal.
I think the highlight of the meal for me is the fact that they do add in some traditional Norwegian dishes amongst the food. Even though this is obviously aimed at kids, they do have favorites like mac and cheese and mashed potatoes and plain dinner rolls. But I like the fact that they added in the lefse, oh, the brown cheese, a favorite of mine, the rice cream for dessert, the meatballs, like they added some unique dishes too. Also, don't forget, this is all you care to eat, so if you want more of any one thing, just ask your server. We, for example, got more of that delicious brown cheese.
And I'll say, by and large, the items were above average. I have to say that the chicken cooked well, very moist. I love a chicken thigh. The fish, unfortunately, didn't necessarily hit for me. It was dry for us. The sauce, though, the tomato bacon on top, very tasty. And I think the meatballs were, as you said, the standout.
I also really liked the starter plate. I thought the shrimp salad was very good. It was very dilly. And I'm not always a fan of a cold seafood dish. Again, I love the brown cheese and that there's cheese involved at all. I also liked the dessert platter. They were some very cute desserts. Every little girl near us freaked out when they saw the Ariel cake pop, which was actually quite tasty.
They really did.
But unfortunately, on Molly's mac and cheese mission, this is a sad mac and cheese. That was not very good mac and cheese. It was very watery and bland. I think they added it to appease more kids coming there, but it's not good.
All in all, that brings the food score of Akershus to 6.5. Above average, unique stuff, but not the best I think we're gonna have by far.
As far as the character score goes, Akershus gets a 10. For starters, our baseline is 4 characters and you're already getting 5, but you're getting 5 hard to meet characters. The princesses are among the most popular characters in all of Walt Disney World, and there's no way to skip the line. It would take a long time to go meet those 5 princesses individually, and the fact that you're sitting down, they all come right to your table, that's a perfect score for characters.
It has to be. I could not agree more. Now let's talk about vibes. By and large, the space is pretty small and intimate, but that also means that when the princesses start their rounds, you're going to be right up there against your neighbor, your table neighbors. So just keep that in mind going in.
I do think being a family-style plated meal is better than being a buffet, which we've talked about before. The fact that you get to just sit and all the food and the characters come to you, you don't have to worry about missing anybody, is a big perk. It makes for a more relaxing meal, especially if you're bringing littles.
As far as the space goes, it is very nicely themed. More understated than the other princess dining locations, but more themed than some of the other spaces we'll be visiting.
As far as booking goes, this is not as hard to book as Cinderella's Royal Table if you want to meet the princesses. However, it can be harder than some of the other locations on the list. It does lose points for me because I do think it being a 2-credit dining experience when breakfast is 1 credit is a knock for me. There's no world where I would tell you to use 2 dining credits on this if you're on the dining plan as opposed to just using 1 credit at breakfast, which I think is better anyway as far as the food goes.
All that said brings the vibe score to a 6, which brings the total score for Akershus to a 22.5 out of 30 possible points.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Next, we have traveled to Disney's Animal Kingdom to the Africa section in the sleepy village of Harambe to visit the Tusker House restaurant for Donald's Safari Dinner. Here you can meet Donald, of course, Daisy, Goofy, and Mickey, but they are all in their very unique safari outfits. This is on offer for lunch and dinner. For adults, it's going to cost $64, and for children, $42. It is a buffet-style selection and has some unique dishes with an African twist. So let's get in there and go on safari.
You look amazing, as always. It's gotta be so hard to always look so great. What's your secret? Lots of sleep, that's good. I guess you're a duck, so you're hydrated. Yeah. Yeah, keeps it looking amazing, fresh. The eyeliner always looks perfect. The bangle, the shoes. Now, Daisy, are you able to safari in your heels? You are. Because, I mean, you're Daisy Duck, so she can do everything. You're amazing. Now, I was hoping, Daisy, you just, again, so fabulous. Could you show me how to do some good poses? Okay. We do a foot out.
We're going to point the toe.
Oh, and like this. Okay, yes. You've heard it before, but a non-specialty, non-alcoholic beverage is included. Once again, that is sodas, coffee, tea, milk, juices, including what they call jungle juice here, but it's the legendary passion fruit orange guava juice. And of course, there are specialty and alcoholic beverages you can add on, including a pretty extensive bar list. Taking a look at the buffet, this is certainly the most unique buffet you're gonna find as far as the character dinners go. As Alan said, there are a lot of African-inspired dishes, and yes, I know Africa is an entire continent and not just a country. That's how Disney describes it, so I'm describing it that way too. But you are gonna see a variety of flavor profiles that are used throughout various countries in Africa, such as tandoori chicken and salmon, berry pork. There's a variety of stews and soups, including a carrot ginger soup, a couple of different curry dishes, sides including vegetables, rice, couscous. There's an entire island that reminds me a lot of the famous Sanaa bread service because it's a variety of different breads and dips like chutneys and hummuses and a watermelon feta salad. Speaking of salad, there's also a full salad bar. You're gonna find all the normal fixings, but also some unique dressings like a peri-peri. There's also meatballs sauced on the adult buffet, plain on the kids buffet. Speaking of the kids buffet, there's also corn, mac and cheese, broccoli, plain potatoes, and chicken nuggets, as well as some other kid-friendly foods like plain ham, cheese cubes, and grapes. And of course, we're ending with a big dessert section, including a variety of mini desserts anchored by a scoopable bowl of malva bread pudding. Hi, Goofy. How are you? You look so great. Goofy, can I ask you a question? Goofy, If we were gonna go on a safari, what animal would you want to see? Oh, the elephant. I like this one. Giraffe? Yeah, I want to see that one. And what else? Oh, a bird? Like a flamingo? Yeah. I want to see a lion. Yeah. Would you be scared? Yeah. Yeah, maybe a little. But, Goofy, I saw you take on Bigfoot once. So I think if you can take on Bigfoot, you can take on a lion. Yeah. Yeah.
Donald.
How are you? I wanted to show you. I'm good. Look what I brought. That's you. You're just so cute. Yeah, you know that though.
Number
right?
one duck, man. Number one duck.
Have you been on a safari? What animals did you see? The giraffes? And the crocodiles? Were you scared? No, I feel like you're very brave. Little brave.
bit.
You could yell at them. Get out of here, crocodiles. Have Chip and Dale been messing with you? I saw them at the front of the park, those little rascals. They're not dressed like dinosaurs anymore, though. Are you sad your Dino Bash is over? Yeah, I know. Gotta do it. And you're still here, and you're great, and you're having everyone. And you look great in your safari outfit. Did they let you drive the truck? You do get to drive the truck? Oh my gosh! I bet you're a really good driver. Uh-oh. Hey, Daisy.
Smooth, buddy, smooth.
I know she's your girl. Yeah, you. She's a beautiful lady. Look at that queen.
Queen.
Look at her. Yeah. Give you a hug. I love this outfit. I love this look. Yeah? A little snake. Do you like snakes, Mickey? Yeah? You don't think they're scary? Well, I think they're a little scary, but I think they're nice. We have to like all the animals, right? Yeah. So, Mickey, have you been on a safari recently? What animals did you see? A lion? Oh my goodness. So you were scared? But you're their boss. So, yeah. Did you say like, hey, knock it off? I'm your boss. I'll tell Simba. Yeah. Simba's the king. So next time you should just be like, I'll tell Simba on you. Or Nala. And they'll listen, I think. Yeah. That'll help.
That was a lot tastier than I anticipated.
That was a delight.
Okay, let's start off with food.
Yes. What a spread. I mean, it is without a doubt the most exciting spread as far as the buffet goes. The most unique and, I hate to use the phrase exotic, but it's adventurous, whatever word you want to use.
When compared with the other selections on these character dining dinners,
yeah,
it is because of the flavor profile that you have here. And again, it said the African influences, again, as Molly mentioned, whole continent.
Lots of different flavors.
Lots of different flavors, but it is going to be certainly more unique than you're going to find on other menus.
Now, if you are a picky eater, you've got kids that are picky eaters, there is going to be stuff that you're going to enjoy. There are more plainly spiced things and more kind of generic things, but for the most part, what we saw was a lot more exciting. So it's fun to try new things. That said, if you've got a lot of picky eaters, maybe this will not be the best one for you, but if you are excited to try new flavors, it's great. And there's a lot to try, but what was your, I guess, low and high of the meal?
So my high is, and I think we're going to be shared on this, the dip spread.
Oh, that
the
was
dip and bread spread, I did love that. I specifically loved the coriander chutney. It was very, very tasty, one of my favorites. I also enjoyed, and I think this is unique to me in my flavor profile, the soup, the carrot and ginger soup, and the Betty Betty rubbed pork. Low light for me, unfortunately, has to be the chicken curry. It was just a little dry.
Yeah.
And that's, the flavor profile was nice, but it was just the chicken itself was dry, which is what I'm going to judge it on. What about you?
I think my low was probably the dessert. I'm not really a dessert person anyway, but none of them were that memorable. The hummingbird cake I think was the best thing, but dessert was definitely forgettable. Everything I had was very well cooked, which I appreciate, obviously. But I think my highlight off the dip table, I really liked that watermelon feta salad. That was amazing.
Huge chunks of cheese.
Love that. And then the tandoori rotisserie chicken with the tandoori sauce you can add on top as well. They cook those in the morning. You can see them rotisserie cooking them right there. And it was so moist and flavorful. Best chicken I've had on a buffet yet. And that mac and cheese went hard. It was a baked mac and cheese. It's going to be hard to top. Definitely a happy mac.
Love that. Food score, I think it deserves an 8. The only knock against it is it's buffet style, so there could be some changes in the cooking between the dishes based on what's brought out and when and how long it's been out. But thus far, best buffet we've had yet.
Absolutely. Certainly the most unique food.
Next up, the characters. There are 4 characters here, which is considered our standard, but they've got really cute safari outfits.
And without Topolino's Terrace, which offers a character breakfast but not a character dinner, this is the only character dining option where you can regularly meet Daisy Duck. She could show up somewhere else, but regularly she's here. So if Daisy's important to you, you should come to the Tusker House because you're not going to find her anywhere else.
And because of all that, we are going to give this a 7.5 on the character scale.
Now, finally, the vibes. Once again, we chose an off-peak meal time. We did an early dinner around 4 o'clock. It was very, very quiet in there. But honestly, I think if you do anything within the last 2 hours of this park being open, it's going to be quiet because of how Animal Kingdom works.
I could not agree more. We saw all the characters multiple times. It was great interacting with the serving cast because they were about and ready to help you out at a moment's notice. And it was just all around more quiet.
Also, I think the theming in this restaurant is incredible. It is one of the most themed locations, if not the most themed location outside of Garden Grill, where you're literally in a ride, and Cinderella's Royal Table, where you're literally in the castle. This might as well be an extension of the Kilimanjaro Safari's queue. This park is incredibly well themed, and this restaurant is no different. With all of the signage and the safari information, this is where the wardens would be eating. Where the buffet is, they've made it feel like you're at an outdoor market even though you're inside. Saw a great Easter egg I hadn't noticed before. They had the Joe Rohde masks sign, which you will see around Africa, which is a nod to Joe Rohde, the lead Imagineer, but only inside is under it when it's listing the offerings. Earrings, one of the items for sale, and if you know what Joe Rohde looks like, you understand that reference. And I'm even taking out my Animal Kingdom loving bias. It's objectively the best themed park, and this restaurant just continues that. So the vibe's pretty high, 7.5.
And that brings the total score for Tusker House to 23 out of a total possible 30 points.
Pretty good, and we'll see you at the next place, Kwaharini.
Hello and greetings from the Wilderness Lodge. Next up, we are headed to Artist Point for storybook dining at Artist Point with Snow White. As the name suggests, typically you can meet Snow White, Grumpy, Dopey, and the Evil Queen while visiting here. It costs $69 for adults and $43 for children. And this dining location has a menu that you can order from alongside some all-you-care-to-enjoy items that are brought directly to your table.
Both of you you today?
Doing
Is
magically.
this your prince you brought with you today?
That's my prince.
Did you treat me that a wishing well too?
No, close by to well, but mostly proximity, not actually the.
Well, perhaps you two will just have to join my prince and I at our
Yes.
wishing well sometime.
Does he have a name?
Oh, well, the kingdom always just must call him the prince, but sometimes when we're alone at the castle, I do like to call him my sweetheart.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, maybe you two will have to meet him at the wishing well.
I would love to.
We could all make some new wishes for happily ever afters together.
Do you invite the dwarves to come to the castle and see you?
Of course, oh, they love any chance to come visit.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to get them to leave the diamond mine each day, so it doesn't happen as often as I'd like, but they do
Doing hard work.
Do you lure them with gooseberry pie?
I make them gooseberry pie every single night.
That's pretty nice of you. That would get me to come visit the castle if I got
that ever
pie.
makes Grumpy
Yeah.
smile, so I'm
Yeah.
afraid that if I don't make it one night, he's going to forget how to smile.
Oh,
We
you don't
can't
want
have
that.
now.
You don't want that. Greetings from inside the Enchanted Forest, where we are seated for dinner. Now, as an important note, if you are on the Disney dining plan, this counts as 2 table service credits per person, so that is pretty steep. Now, when you come to Artist Point, it is kind of like a hybrid a la carte situation where you're gonna receive all of the appetizers for the table and all of the desserts for the table, but you get to choose one entree. They've got a couple of pasta dishes, a fish that rotates, as well as a prime rib, their most popular. As a little pro tip, if you get the gnocchi, it doesn't come with a protein on top, but you can add chicken or salmon, just ask your server. And as always, you're gonna get a non-specialty, non-alcoholic beverage like a soda, coffee, juice, or tea. But of course, there are specialty alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks you can add as well. Can I give you a hug? It's so good to see you. Sophie, I have to show you something. Are you ready?
It is a surprise, so.
It's you! But you're so little! A little baby Dopey!
Oh.
You like that? I was so excited. Don't tell the other dwarfs. Don't tell. Yeah. Our secret. Yeah. Don't tell. Grumpy. We don't need Grumpy to be more grumpy, dude. No, not at all.
Thanks, bud. So nice to see you.
Enjoy. Dopey. Do you think I can be as grumpy as you? Is anyone as grumpy as you?
Just you.
You're the number one grump.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you're the I bet all the Disney dads try to be as grumpy as you, but that's kind of your thing. Yeah.
Why are they trying to take
Yeah.
your thing? I don't know.
I don't know either.
This
What,
is-
do you like it when they wear your shirt though? Yeah, with your face on it.
Oh,
I mean, you look
absolutely.
nice.
Debonair.
It's
suave.
nice to get some recognition, and people are probably always like, "Oh, Dopey," and you're like, where's the grumpy love? But you and the Disney dads. I don't have it. I don't want to show you my keychain. Do you want to see it?
Oh no. Grumpy, I just want to apologize ahead of time for what's about to happen.
I'm so sorry. I'll find a keychain of you. And the next time I come here, I'll have a grumpy. Promise. Yeah.
There's been a lot of people,
I'm
and we
gonna-
got to record it,
I'm
so
gonna
go
go
it's real.
to the mine. The mine is called eBay. That's what the mine is, where I got that one. And I'm gonna look for a grumpy. Okay.
What an interesting name for a
Yeah,
mine.
it's a weird name for a mine.
I
I don't
agree.
know whose mine it is. Probably Mr. E. Yeah.
Followed by Bay.
summoned by the queen.
Good evening.
Hello.
Join me. Wow, beautiful as always, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Good. Do you not like my outfit?
Did you know you were coming here tonight?
Yes.
And that's what you chose? I see, even the little mouse ears. Did you want Snow White to sing to you? She tends to sing to little woodland creatures.
No, I wanted to befriend a mouse or a bird so they'll do my chores, like Snow White.
She can't even do her own chores.
No, she has the birds and the squirrels do it. I don't want to do chores. I want the animals to do it. Who does your chores?
Well, who do you think?
Not you.
Well, clearly no. Fairest of them all doesn't need to do that.
Yeah. So I have, I wanted to recruit some animals in the forest to help my.
And how's that going for you?
Well, not good yet.
Yes, clearly.
Yeah.
I'm sure Snow White's squeaky little voice is scaring them off.
Hello, what an angle.
What a meal, though. That is
Truly.
such a fun meal.
Oh, it is. I think we should talk. Let's start with the food, and then we
Yeah.
can progress through the rest. What was your favorite of the appetizers?
Oh, it's gotta be the soup. That mushroom soup is
I'm
so
aligned.
good. This restaurant wasn't always character dining, but that soup has been on the menu forever, and it's so good, and you can ask for as much as you want. The mushroom soup is phenomenal. Obviously, you have to like mushrooms. My least favorite, though, was tonight it was the meatball.
It was the meatball for me tonight as well. Normally it's the shrimp, but the meatball, something about it just was a little bit drier than normal, and
And the shrimp, for the record, is a me problem.
yeah,
and a
I'm
you
just
problem.
not a
It's-
cold shrimp
I don't like
guy.
cold shrimp.
If you do like cold shrimp,
It's
I think it's going to be pretty good for you because it was not super fishy.
No, it's big, fat, juicy shrimp.
Yeah.
My entree was actually very good. The beef on it was the prime rib, shaved down and then tossed in the stroganoff sauce with the mushrooms and everything. So if you like mushrooms, it was a really hearty, good pasta dish, and the beef was excellent.
Now, for me, though, the thing that I've ordered twice now is the pork shank because it is just that good. I mean, it is fork tender, falls apart, and the cheesy polenta is to die for. Plus, you have some garlic spinach that's been wilted on the side for health.
Yes, obviously. Also, I asked our server if they had macaroni and cheese so I could try it, and they did have it on the kids' menu, so he was nice enough to get me a small bowl. Unfortunately, it's a sad mac and cheese. It was pretty bland. Kids would be fine with it, but it wasn't memorable.
Now, for desserts, again, we had a nice selection of those. What was your favorite?
I like the dopey little cake because it's a cookies and cream panna cotta mousse thing, and I love cookies and cream, and I like the little edible rocks.
I'm aligned. Oh, I think this close second for me, though, is the gooseberry pie.
That's warm.
All three desserts are actually really, really
Yeah,
tasty.
and
I don't think
cute.
I have like a least favorite of those. I
No.
think they're all tasty.
Generally, I think the food here is pretty good. Probably the best, if not the best food at the dinner options. But it's still not perfect, so I think it's a 9.
Aligned.
And again, we're rating these against each other. It's not a 9 on the scale of all food.
Now let's talk about the characters. I want to give them massive shout out. These characters, yes, there are only 4, which is sort of the baseline we're using to measure this by, but 2 out of the 4 characters are nearly impossible to meet outside of this experience, and 1 is only available during Halloween.
Yeah, the queen sometimes does like distance meet and greets at the Halloween parties, and the dwarfs used to all meet at the Halloween parties and Christmas parties, but they haven't for several years. So if you want to meet those 3 characters, this is pretty much your only shot. Snow White, is at other character dining, and she's sometimes in the parks, but 4 really good, really fun characters, because always meeting a villain, or even a character like Grumpy that's not a villain, but kind of like a little crabbier and not so, like
boisterous.
Yeah, they're really fun. I think the characters, even though there's 4, 10.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
On the rarity and the specialness of the characters.
Now, vibes. This is a nice themed restaurant. I think it's not like super overly themed. You've got the trees that are in the space. It is very intimate, I think is the word I want to go for here. Lights in the trees. It is quite loud though, just because of the size of the venue, it's going to be louder.
I do like that they have like a few little instrumental moments with the characters. Like when the characters enter in, they change the lights on the trees. And at one point, Snow White and the dwarves come in and do the silly song, which is a fun kind of communal moment. Plus, points as always for not being a buffet.
Yes. So with that, a 7.
Which brings the total for storybook dining at Artist Point with Snow White
Nice.
to 26. Pretty good.
Highest score we've had yet.
We'll see if anything can unseat it.
Hello, next up we are at Disney's Contemporary Resort for one of the most popular character meals.
That's right, man, fam. It's time for Chef Mickey's Fun Time Character Dinner at Chef Mickey's, which is open for breakfast, although it runs pretty late, and dinner. No lunch at this one. Dinner at Chef Mickey's is $69 for adults and $44 for kids. And note, that is one of the most expensive character dinners, and it is the most expensive one featuring Mickey and the gang. And the reason it's so popular is the fact that this is where you're typically going to meet the Fab Five. That's right, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and Pluto are all usually here, but as always, entertainment is subject to change. Not to mention the fact that it is at the Contemporary, which is a short walk or monorail ride away from Magic Kingdom, making it pretty convenient. But is it worth the hype? Where will it fall on our rating scale? Only one way to find out. Baby, how are you? Thank you for having us at your buffet. What should we eat?
All of it.
Do you have macaroni and cheese up there? You made it? Do you call it Mickey Rooney and cheese? I bet he's never heard that. Oh, have you ever heard that once? Wow, I feel pretty special to make Mickey laugh.
As always, non-specialty beverages are included, but there is quite the selection of specialty beverages should you so desire to pick one up, including Mickey and Minnie smoothies. Taking a look at the buffet, you have a salad section with a variety of toppings, which includes the soup of the day. Today is tomato bisque, and pre-made salads like potato salad or pasta salad. You also have a carving station for turkey and beef. There's quite the pasta selection of both pre-made, individually plated, and the larger self-serve pastas. They have a cold bar that includes some cold shrimp and fruit. Yep, those are side by side. You can also find some comfort food staples like pot roast or chicken pot pie, and some, I'm going to put quotes around this, international dishes like fried rice or teriyaki glazed salmon. You also have a kids section that has things like chicken tenders and pizza for your littles, but not to worry, anybody can enjoy those. You also have barbecue chicken, a baked potato station with a variety of toppings, and that's before we even get to dessert. As far as desserts go, boy, there is quite the selection. You have an assortment of small tarts, cookies, a warm chocolate lava cake that they've got prepped, as well as some cupcakes.
Hi, Pluto! You surprised me! How are you? Give me a hug. Aww. Did you help in the kitchen? You're the taste tester. Oh, that's a very important job. You gotta do that. What was the best thing you tasted?
Oh,
The dessert. Dessert. No chocolate though, right?
No.
No.
But there are plenty of tarts.
Lots of
plenty
dog-friendly desserts for you. What's your tag say?
Sous chef.
The sous chef. Oh, that's very important. You're a very fancy doggo.
It is now for my time for the Allen's obligatory allergy guide. Should you have a dietary restriction or an allergy, please be sure to let your cast member know upon being sat down, especially at buffets, because they will bring out the buffet allergy guide. Just open that up and it'll show you all the items on the buffet alongside the big 9 food allergies. If that item has a check mark next to the allergen that you're worried about, that means it is A-OK for you. If it has that red cross through that warning sign, then please do not pick that up. If you have any specific questions, make sure to ask the cast member who's your server. They'll bring a chef over to have an in-depth conversation with you for your specific needs. Folks, I know buffets can be particularly intimidating if you have a food allergy or a restriction, but I have always been accommodated very well when I visited buffets, and the chefs are incredibly willing to work with you.
one thing to know about Chef Mickey's and buffet character dining in general, but it gets worse at Chef Mickey's. There often is like no characters, and then there is a rapid onslaught of characters. We sat down, ordered our drinks, and then the characters started coming, and all 5 are in the room that we're in right now, so we're afraid to go to the buffet because we just met Mickey and Pluto really quickly. Minnie's right there, Donald's right there, and Goofy's right there too. So just keep that in mind. Now, if a character does miss your table or you're up at the buffet, don't freak out. They are trying to accommodate all of the guests, and if you're at the buffet, just let the character attendants, the cast members in blue know. They'll make sure you get to see them all. Hello, Donald. How are you? Do you like that ears?
Oh, you know you.
I know you, because you're number 1. Everyone knows you, though. Is that true? Everyone should know Donald Duck, because you're number 1. You know, why does it Chef Mickey's? Did you do any of the baking? You did a lot of it. You have cheese grate. I love that about you, Donald. You know I love cheese. It's my favorite food. Yeah, more like this, Donald. It is interesting that you have cheese and not a mouse. You'd think the mice would have the cheese. Yeah, interesting.
Very curious, very curious.
Yeah, where are they? We gotta talk to them. So good to see you, Donald. In the kitchen? What's your job? You're stirring. Taste tester. Oh, I won't tell. That's kind of the reward of being the chef, right? I've seen you cook before, Goofy. You make a little bit of a mess. It's a little chaotic, but that's okay, because I also cook like that. Yeah. Does Max ever help? Just a little bit.
You know,
He eats it. Yeah. What's his favorite thing that you make for him?
Oh, hot dogs.
Hot dogs!
Yeah.
Couldn't be me. He loves a hot dog? Well, you are a hot dog. How about that? How about that, Goof? Do you like those? Oh my goodness. I'm just always trying to be as fashionable as you and Daisy. Yes. Do you guys share stuff? Do you guys like share jewelry and shoes?
Do you have yours?
Can you share shoes? She's got duck feet, so yeah, you make it work. I love those. Those are adorable. Minnie, how many pairs of shoes do you have?
Really hard to keep count on that.
No, you know what? You shouldn't count. Why should you count? Because you're a queen and you can have as many pairs of shoes as you want. Yes, that's how I feel about the ears. And I got this. It's you. You're so cute.
It's small.
It's the cutest.
Well, that was Chef Mickey's at dinner time.
Yeah, it was slightly less overstimulating at dinner than it was during our breakfast video. I do think part of that, as a pro tip, was we had an 8 p.m. reservation, which is late for a lot of little kids, so it was less crowded than if we'd gone at like peak dinner time. So if your kids or your family can stand to eat a little bit later, it was relatively quiet for Chef Mickey's. Relatively is the key.
Yeah, that is very key. Let's start with the food, highlights and lowlights. For me, highlight dumplings. The wrapping was a little bit overcooked on some, but the pork on the inside was very moist and flavorful. Low light, chicken pot pie, very underseasoned.
My highlight were the cream cheese and cheddar mashed potatoes. They were really good, creamy, dreamy mashed potatoes. My low light was the butternut squash ravioli. It just tasted not quite right. Like there was some kind of ingredient that didn't go well for me as far as how it was spiced and flavored. So I was not a fan of the ravioli. As far as the mac and cheese goes, it gets a sideways. It's a medium mac and cheese. It had good flavor, but it was very watery. Another highlight for me on the buffet were the desserts. Now, were any of them extraordinary and better than you might get at a grocery store bakery? No, but they were very cute, and I give points for whimsy. I liked that each of the characters had a little dessert themed after them. Minnie Mouse was my favorite with the raspberry cheesecake.
Mickey Mouse was mine. The double chocolate was really, really good.
Overall, I think the food at Chef Mickey's is
below average.
Fine.
Below average.
Yeah, it's like going to a generic chain restaurant buffet, but you're paying $70 to do it because the Fab Five are here, but the food is not the highlight of Chef Mickey's.
I agree completely, and as such, I think the score for this has the same score that we had at breakfast, and that is a 4.
Yeah, some things are going to be a little bit better than average, but generally it's going to be average to a little bit below.
Now, another same score is going to be the characters. That is a 9.5 because you are getting the Fab Five and they're in their chef outfits. It is a place to get all 5 of those incredibly popular characters all in one place without the waits.
The downfall to there being 5 characters and it being a buffet, this falls into the vibes category now, is the fact that it can be a little bit overwhelming. We, again, sat down, and the same thing happened at breakfast where we sat down and all the characters were in the same room with us, so then we kept being like, should we go to the buffet? Do we have time to go to the buffet? And again, if you miss a character, the attendants will make sure that they come to your table, but it's just a little bit overwhelming, especially if you're trying to balance bringing little ones up to the buffet with you. Generally speaking, buffets are lower on the vibes for me.
I will say it is an improvement from the breakfast vibes. The breakfast vibes were far more chaotic. It was still overstimulating, at least for me.
And lastly, it is a harder to book reservation. However, it is walking distance to the Magic Kingdom, which is a big plus. If you want to come here, you could be at the park and then walk over for a little escape from the heat. Also, if you're not staying at the Contemporary, it is an iconic resort and you are sitting and dining, looking at the huge Mary Blair mural. You're looking at the monorail go by. So it's loud and chaotic, but there is an iconic, nostalgic feel to being in the Contemporary as well. And the restaurant looks the same as it has ever since I've been coming here.
But we are also talking about the vibes at Chef Mickey's. It is a slight improvement from breakfast, and it is at a 5, which brings the total score for Chef Mickey's to an 18.5.
All right, friends, it's time for the big one. We are headed inside Cinderella Castle for Cinderella's Royal Table. That's right. It's the most coveted dining reservation in all of Walt Disney World. Typically here you're gonna find princesses, of course. You are usually greeted by Cinderella in the atrium, and then joining you at dinner will be some combination of Ariel, Princess Jasmine, Princess Aurora, Merida. You could see Snow White, Belle, Princess Tiana, Rapunzel. On our last visit, it was Cinderella, Ariel, Jasmine, Aurora, and Merida. But any of the royalty could grace you. This is open for lunch and dinner, and it is a whopping $89 for adults, $54 for kids. However, one notable thing about Cinderella's Royal Table is when you book this, you are also paying in advance, and that includes tax and an 18% auto gratuity. So after that, you are prepaying $65.98 for kids and $109.01 for adults. It should also be noted that if you are on the Disney dining plan, this will use 2 table service dining credits. Is this going to be worth $110 each? Well, only one way to find out. Hello, Cinderella. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, yes. I got these at the clock. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not very good at being on time. Yeah. I'm just having too much fun, and then you exactly you get it. I tie my shoes really tight. What kind of? Do you still have glass slippers on? Oh, those are so lovely. Yeah. They look, but they're not glassy, so you can run. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. All right, we checked in, we're welcomed into the castle, met Cinderella, who does have photo pass, which I find that to be a nice touch, and are now just waiting to be summoned up higher into the castle. I love looking around the castle and the columns and all the detail, but my favorite thing to look for, of course, is Jacques and Gus Gus. It's always cool, you never miss it.
As always, non-specialty beverages are included, but they do have a selection of specialty beverages, both alcoholic and non, should you wish to purchase them.
You got both your human feet on today?
I have my human feet
Oh,
on
perfect.
fish.
I do too.
You have your human feet.
I know.
Your dad gave you this, right?
Oh, it's perfect.
Can you get your mermaid tail back when you need it?
Whenever I want. So whenever I start to miss my friends like Flounder and Sebastian, I can swim back down and tell them everything I learned about the human world.
So I'm so jealous. I would like to be mermaid sometime.
What color tail would you like to have?
Pink sparkly tail.
Oh my gosh, that would be beautiful.
Do you think I could befriend a shark?
Maybe.
I like sharks. I
You
know
know,
Flounder doesn't.
We've been working on his brain.
Okay.
I think actually he might just have a shark allergy.
Oh.
Whenever he thinks they're around, he starts coughing like he's coming down with something.
Yeah.
But it sounds sort of fishy, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Maybe you
that's
can
a
teach
good
him
one.
how to be brave.
I'll teach you how to be brave, and we'll go find a shark.
Oh, perfect.
Maybe a tiger shark. Maybe Raja could tell him that's
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet Rasha could teach him how to be super brave.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And for your meal, you're going to be giving a selection of appetizers. We'll be able to choose one, the same with an entree, and the same with a finale. Those appetizers include things like the roasted pork belly or the castle salad. The entrees include a grilled filet mignon, chicken cottage pie, and pan-roasted cauliflower. And for your finale, you can get a Jacques and Gus cheesecake or something like the Clock Strikes 12, which is a chocolate ganache tart.
Does that mean you like the color blue better than
I actually like pink better.
You do,
I
really?
do, but I thought since I was coming to Cinderella's house, I could wear.
I
yeah.
see. That's
yeah.
very sweet of you to think
Thank
of her
you.
like that, though.
Yes. Which one do you like better, pink or blue?
Why, that's a wonderful question. I think I like whatever my fairies like, or I'll say pink today since I'm
Okay.
wearing pink, but if I had blue tomorrow, I might say blue.
How come Flora never makes it green?
Fauna,
Fauna, man, never makes it green.
I was thinking I should wear green next.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely shade of green.
Yeah, Fauna might like
She
that.
never gets to say in the color, does she?
No,
It's
she's-
always pink or blue.
Is she better at baking yet?
Oh, well, she's been working on it, of
Yeah.
course, but
Yeah.
I do have to remind her here and there to take the eggshells out.
Yeah. She knows she has magic, right? She could do it with magic now.
Of course,
Yeah,
yes.
that
I
would
think
make it
it's just
easier.
a bit of a hobby that she wants
Oh,
to pick up.
sure.
Not using her
We
next.
all need a hobby,
That's
right?
right. Yes. Now that she doesn't have to take care of me.
Yes.
She likes a hobby.
Yes. I just ask an important question?
Oh, sure.
When you come to Cinderella's house, like for a sleepover or to hang out, does Raja come with you, or does he stay back in Agrabah?
Speaking of shining, shimmering splendor,
Yeah.
Raja's a little afraid of heights, so it's difficult to get him to join me on the magic house. So instead, he likes hanging out with Alice and getting his coat like Raj.
Sure.
And he's shiny.
Does he hang out with Abu?
He does.
Uh-huh.
Who's a little less.
Yeah. Abu's kind of chaotic.
He is.
Yeah.
You know, like, we love him all the same, but he definitely takes a fewer back.
Yeah. Maybe you could wish for Abu to take more back.
I think so. Yes. You know, he's always saying he's paying homage to Genie, spending 10,000 years in magic lab.
Yeah.
By not taking it back for 10,000.
Oh.
But Raja thinks about 10,000 laps a day, so
kind of balance.
Exactly. They sort of balance each other out.
Yeah. I get that. Well, maybe one day I can come because I would like to meet Raj.
Yeah. Wonderful. No, maybe that can be one of your JJ.
I'm gonna wish
I have to say, that's definitely splendid.
That's a good one. Yes.
Here we have my greatest week. I've regretted the sword.
I'm winning.
I feel so incredibly royal.
They gave us toys, and that is bad because we're no better than children.
Drew, I had to put one in my backpack lest I play with it continuously. All right, let's talk about the different IP. Let's talk about the experience and begin with the food.
The food is not that good at lunch and dinner.
That's
I'm gonna
true.
be honest with you.
For the cost especially.
Yeah, okay, let's start with the fact that at this one, our final of these 9 experiences, I decided to add the celebration flight of champagne, and maybe it's my fault for assuming it would be 3 different champagnes, but it was just one champagne, and then they put blue curacao and boba balls in
Prepared
it.
3 ways.
I didn't need that. So if you're coming and you like champagne, just order a glass of champagne. Don't get the flight. Is my recommendation as someone who doesn't want them to add blue curacao and boba into nice champagne.
That is the good takeaway.
But it is a champagne made exclusive for Disney World, so I do recommend trying it.
I think the highlight of the meal for me had to be the dessert. It was the best and most palatable of the things that were brought forward. The low light for me had to be the appetizer, the pork belly. It was just exceedingly dry. And let's talk about the steak. It was more medium than medium rare, which is fine, but it was just a fine steak, I think, all in all. Nothing special to write home about. And the vegetables on the side were, I didn't need to eat those.
Yeah, I feel as though especially for the steak, when you're considering this is a signature meal and you're paying a signature price, if you're looking for a really good steak, this is not going to be it. The chicken pot pie was fine. It was like a chicken pot pie and a shepherd's pie. It had a really creamy baby. It was almost soup-like more than anything. It was good flavor-wise. It's just not a very regal meal, in my opinion. It was an interesting choice. It was more like, hey, remember when the princesses are poor at the beginning? This is that food.
This is their before.
This is when Aurora's in the forest. This isn't castle food. This is when Cinderella's having mice cook for her. This isn't castle food. It tasted good, but that's not the point. My appetizer was fine. It was a fine salad, and I did like the dessert. I found it particularly adorable.
Very whimsical.
Very whimsical dessert, but yeah, the food is not why you come here. As far as the mac and cheese goes, I did ask if it was on the kids menu and asked if I could swap my side to that, but our kind server just brought me out a small portion anyway, and unfortunately it was very underwhelming. It was bland, not a ton of flavor, not very creamy. I'm sure like any of these kids would think it's fine, but it was a disappointing end to the mac and cheese quest.
And as such, its score reflects that at 6 out of 10. Characters, though, high score, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Now, as we said, you first go in and you meet Cinderella. I like that they have photo pass there. The pictures aren't included or anything, but it is a nice touch to be able to get a nice photo with her. I will say, on our visit, very rare experience where only 3 additional princesses joined. Merida was summoned by her mother to babysit her brothers, probably give them hugs, because bears love hugs, but she was unable to make it, and no other royalty appeared. So we had 3 additional princesses instead of 4. But because that is the exception, not the rule, We're
Still
still
gets a
giving it a
10.
10 out of 10. You're still getting characters that are very hard to meet, if not impossible to meet elsewhere, and they're all coming to you. So it is still a 10 out of 10 when it comes to princesses. Again, it's normally 5 princesses, and because of that, you're not only typically getting an extra character compared to most character dining, but the princesses are hard to meet with very long lines. So again, 10 out of 10.
Vibes, 9 out of 10. Very high. You're in Cinderella Castle.
You're in the castle.
Beautiful view of Fantasyland. You are in an intimate setting. It might be loud at times because, yes, there are going to be children here, but it's also just a smaller venue in general, so it feels like it's a more intimate setting. I mean, what else do you want to say?
I mean, you also have the like wishing star moment with the princesses,
true.
and they give you toys, which is something special to this spot. And again, you're in the frickin' castle. Like, it does not get a better setting than that. The only reason it doesn't get a perfect 10 is because, one, it is very difficult to book. I would recommend using mouse dining. That's how I was able to book it, so you can get alerts when reservations open up. It's also unbelievably expensive. In no world is the cost that you're going to pay to go in here worth the cost of the meal alone. So it's more of a Disney bucket list thing, but it is undeniably cool to be in Cinderella Castle. And for all these reasons, it gets a 9. Which brings Cinderella's Royal Table to a rousing 25 points, and we will see you back for the final tallies.
We did it.
We ate at all of the character dining meals.
I'm so full. Okay, it hurts. All right. Every single character dinner, up and down, 9 in total, all eaten. And here are the results with a dash of science.
We're going to start from the bottom. Someone has to be last place, and this time, it's Chef Mickey's.
Yeah, it's not. No surprises there.
With a total score of 18.5. In 8th, we have Hollywood and Vine with 19.5. Then Crystal Palace with 21.5. Followed by Garden Grill, total of 22. Then Akershus with a 22.5. Barely missing the metal platform, you've got Tusker House with 23. And taking the bronze, Cinderella's Royal Table at 25. The silver goes to 1900 Park Fair with 25.5, and cinching the gold, Artist Point with 26 points.
A dark horse offering only the dinner character dining.
Came in and said, I got this in the bag. I don't even need to offer breakfast.
No, I mean, truly. We learned a lot over this experience, but I think that's the right podium.
I think it's interesting that none of the Mickey and the gang spots made it onto the podium, but I think it's their food's fault.
Traditionally speaking, if you've got the Fab Five or even the 4 characters that are offered in many of those character dinner locations, they're the focus. The food, maybe not so much.
With one notable exception being Tusker House.
Truly.
But those aren't the only awards. We also have some superlatives to share.
Speak of the devil, the best buffet is Tusker House.
Absolutely. The variety, the quality, it was a great experience overall. The best food, though, total Artist Point.
I mean, it truly just was so very good.
Not surprising considering it's a sit-down plated meal and it's at a signature restaurant. It should be the best food. Actually, Cinderella's Royal Table should be the best food for the price, but it's not. And speaking of the food, I was on a quest to find the best mac and cheese, and I found it, Tusker House. It was a very close race. 1900 Park Fair certainly came to play, and that lemon pasta was delicious, but Tusker House's mac and cheese is baked, so you get that nice, like, crispy topping with the baked cheese, and it was really creamy and cheesy.
Now, the most underrated spot, 1900 Park Fair. We were there at peak mealtime and there were many tables empty. And I gotta tell you, the food at the buffet, also incredibly quality. It was a tight race between Tusker House and 1900 Park Fair for the best buffet. It needs to see more love. Plus the character selection.
Yeah, really fun characters, walkable from the Magic Kingdom. I can't say enough nice things about 1900 Park Fair.
Most overrated, though.
Chef Mickey's.
Yeah.
You're probably not surprised to hear us say that. It's fine, and a lot of people love it. And you do get to meet the Fab Five there, but the food is just the worst.
It's not great.
And lastly, best location, no surprise.
Cinderella's Royal Table.
It's in the castle.
You're in Cinderella Castle. Name a better spot.
I can't. That's why it won.
Yeah. Now, after all the superlatives, here are some pro tips and things that we've learned after doing this.
For starters, I had a lot of fun getting these signed. I realized quickly that there wasn't enough room on just one pair, so I got this pair and put the classic characters here. the princesses here, but it was a really fun way to get a bunch of characters to sign something, and now I have a very unique pair of ears. So you could bring ears like this, or I've seen people bring a picture frame, different things, or your autograph books, and you'll fill them very quickly if you're going to character dining.
Just make sure when you're picking a marker or a pen, you pick something that is going to be easy for characters to grip and sign. And speaking of characters, don't worry if you've missed one. Simply find a character attendant and let them know who you're missing, and they will work to get them to come back and meet you and your party. It might not be immediate, so have a little bit of patience. Make sure to pack those patient pants, but they will come back and see you and your party before you leave.
And lastly, when it comes to characters, I know a lot of people, especially adults, get nervous. They don't know what to say to them. So when in doubt, just ask them a question from their story. Ask one of the princesses what their sidekick's doing. Ask Mickey what he cooked for the buffet. Ask Minnie what her favorite thing is, what they're going to do in the park later. It's basically like a really fun game of charades, but better because it's with Mickey Mouse.
Absolutely. Now, most of these resort restaurants are in walking distance to the theme parks and are going to be significantly less busy than the restaurants that you'll find in the parks. There is one notable exception to that, and that's Chef Mickey's. It's always busy there.
When it comes to those hard to book dining reservations, especially places like Chef Mickey's and Cinderella's Royal Table, if you're unable to get a reservation right away, try using Mouse Dining. This is not sponsored by them. I genuinely have paid for a subscription for years. You can sign up for notifications when a reservation becomes available. Free will get you emails. A few dollars a month will get you text messages. Just make sure as soon as you get those messages, you click immediately because they are sending them to everyone who's flagged those popular restaurants.
And here's a huge one. Try to go to these meals at off-peak meal times. Either a late lunch or an early or late dinner have found the most success for us. And by success, I mean the restaurants are less crowded, the buffets are less crowded, and you get more time spent with those characters because you're probably going to see them on more than one rotation. I know that's not always possible for some parties, but if you can swing it, it really does make a world of difference.
Also, we have provided our objective score and rankings here, but your family's priority should be the #1 factor when it comes to booking a character meal. If you don't care about Snow White or the princesses, then there's no need for you to book a location where they're featured. For example, I'm more likely to go to Crystal Palace than many of the things that ranked higher than it just because I have an affinity for the Winnie the Pooh characters. So this was our way to show you all of the different offerings, but as always, your party's needs are the #1 priority.
And I think one of the biggest things that I learned throughout this process is I'm not sure that I would actively choose a dinner time meal for any of those character dinings that share both a breakfast and a dinner character dining experience, except for maybe Tusker House.
I agree 100%. First of all, it's less expensive to go at breakfast. I didn't find any of the food to be compelling enough to want to go there on a food-only perspective, and I would rather eat Mickey waffles than anything we ate on the buffet, and that is nowhere more true than Cinderella's Royal Table. I cannot emphasize enough how much better the food was at breakfast, and that is already an incredibly expensive experience. Save yourself some money, go to breakfast, honestly at any of these places, because you're gonna have the same experiences with the characters, but you're gonna save some money because it's always less expensive at breakfast, and the food's probably gonna be better too.
Yeah, just generally, it's gonna be better.
So if you want to know what those look like, check out our video where we went to all 12 character breakfasts in 7 days.
Well, that brings us to an end of this challenge. Thank you so much for commenting and letting us know that we should do dinner here in Walt Disney World. Let us know if we should do this at, I don't know, Disneyland?
We could also do it sans characters. We could do all the signature dining. We could do all the steakhouses. We could do every restaurant park by park. So just let your voice be heard and let us know what kind of videos you'd like to see down in the comments.
But until next time, friends, please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you are new, follow us on all of our socials, and come join us on Discord. We would love to have you there. Links for all that are down below.
And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it has been truly magical.
I'm so full.
I could eat mac and cheese.